Hot Rebel, a Hostile Operations Team novel, Book 6. Written by Lynn Raye Harris. Performed by Aiden Snow. Chapter 1. Report. Nothing happening. Nick Brendan squeezed one eye shut and sighted down the scope of his sniper rifle. No sign of the target.
Jesus H. Christ,
came the frustrated reply over the comm.
Where the fuck is this bastard?
A bead of sweat trickled down Nick's neck. He ignored it, since it was only one of many that had soaked the cotton of his t-shirt and made him damp beneath the desert ghillie suit. Discomfort was part of the job. Ignoring it was a necessary survival skill. Wish I knew. Hell yeah, he wished he knew. He'd been in position for days now, in a bombed-out building in one of Kurim's distant towns. The fighting still raged in this war-torn land, in spite of the fact they'd neutralized Al-Ahmad months ago. It had eased up for a while, buoyed on the reforming spirit of the new king and his promises to the people, and then fell apart again as other factions took advantage of the Freedom Force's confused and fractured leadership to fill the void and continue the civil war. Perhaps it wouldn't matter so much to the rest of the world if there weren't a giant fucking uranium mine in the middle of the conflict. At least it was heavily guarded by an international peacekeeping force, but that was small comfort when it was still technically in a war zone. Now that the Freedom Force was regaining strength, the whole fucking thing was a fresh nightmare. But this mission, if it went well, would help to stifle their regrowth, at least for a little while.
Checking with HQ. Hold tight, man.
Copy. Nick sighed as he put down the sat phone and rotated his neck to pop out the kinks. His spotter looked up from the floor where he'd taken a few minutes to catch some sleep. It was odd to think of doing this job without Jack Hunter, but Jack was on assignment elsewhere these days. Being married to a pop star changed a guy's life, apparently. Though, if Jack were still here, Nick would be the spotter instead of the sniper. He liked being the sniper. Dexter Double D Davidson rubbed his hand over his head. Man, what a dream. Did it involve naked girls in swimming pools? Dex grinned. Not quite, but that would have been a good one too. Nick scanned the area once more. A donkey meandered down the street on one end while a woman in full burqa shuffled along on the other. He focused on the woman.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?